Yo, 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 people, it's the AQUA Master from Footoon! So the AQUA Master 24mm RTA by Footoon. It's got some special airflow. It's a piston airflow. We're going to show you about that a little bit later on. So what we'll do, like we normally do, we'll have a little look around the box itself, show you all the contents you get. We'll have a look at the RTA and then we'll do the pros and cons and the bits that we've missed. So on the front of it, you can see that it says the AQUA Master RTA and you've got a picture of your tank. On this side, it says feel the flavour. You then get your scratch and sniff on the bottom. On this side it says feel the airflow, and then it tells you the highlights, which is the piston airflow control system. Very easy for me to say. You get a 2.5mm glass with it, and also separately you get a 4mm glass with it. And it also tells you get an 810 size drip tip. On the back it tells you again that it's the AQUA Master RTA, and you get a picture of an Afro man. And also it tells you don't vape in a bin and all that good stuff you normally get on the back. If you look at just above my shoulder, it'll show you everything you do get in the box itself. Right, the RTA itself. Good looking thing, like I said, it was a 24mm. Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. It's an 810 style drip tip and it's like a resin style. It's a little bit thin, but we'll talk about that in the pros and cons. It's a top fill mechanism, so the only thing you do is take the top off. And as you can see, there's two ginormous kidney wells, which you know I bang on about that. I like it where you've got plenty of space. Them little tiny ones, you get airlocks and all sorts. I know I bang on a lot about it, but yeah, nice big filling mechanism. Let's go down to the chimney next. As you can see, it says AQUA Master on it. You've got that doming inside of it, so plenty of flavour is going to come from it. We're going to skip the deck at the minute because we'll come back to that. We'll go straight down to the airflow because it is really interesting. It is a piston style. So as you can see, there's two little pins either side. And when you press them across, you can see there's a platform that goes up and then it also shuts to the side or opens to the side and the platform goes up, either way. And actually on the deck, which we'll show you in a second, there's two circular discs that move up and down underneath your coils. And that's the airflow, but I'm going to show you that. So yeah, you've got the two little pins either side, and as you move it across, like I said, you'll be able to see the piston goes up and it shuts off, and then when you open it up, the piston comes down and that's your airflow. Right, let's have a look at the deck. As you can see, there's a positive and negative post there. And then in the middle, you'll be able to see there's like a little screw there. That is extra airflow. Now, I'm going to tell you straight away, it doesn't really make that much difference. So for me, I would tell you to leave it in there. If you do take it out, take the pin completely out, just in case. You know what it's like if it wobbles all like that and you swallow it, just take it out. But if not, just leave it as it is. It makes no difference. I will show you that actually on the 510 pin, it has got a little hole, but I'll show you that in a minute when we take it all apart. So as you can see also on the deck, you've got your two juice wells there, and you can see there's two little holes. That's where your wicking goes into there. So it goes into the juice well and you've got to push it up against the wick there. You don't need that much wicking there. Just make sure it's coming up to them holes. Right, the airflow itself, as you can see, there's two discs. So as you move it, they go up and down. There is three prongs there. I'm not overly sure what they're for, but I would imagine it's to make the airflow go round them, which is then underneath your coils, which gives it its flavour and its clouds. And as you can see, like I said, you move from side to side and they go up and down. So let's take it apart a little bit more. If we go down to the 510, unscrew the 510 and take it out. As you can see, there is a little hole there. That is the airflow from the middle pin. Again, it doesn't really, when I've done it, it makes no difference. So my advice is just leave it as it is. Don't even touch it. Then if we take the bottom off a little bit more, we can actually take the disc out and you can have a look at the them discs with the three prongs a little bit closer. And they're your discs, your piston discs. And that's how it moves up and down. And you'll be able to see there as the airflow comes through. Very simple to put back together again. Just put the disc back in, screw it in, put your 510 in the bottom, and you're ready to go. Very interesting airflow, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. If we have a little look at the bottom under this, there we go. It does tell you that it is the AQUA Master. You've got your kite mark there, and it does say, what's that? Flow something, I can't see how many big, Flow Master, and then it's got the Footoon signature on it. Right, well that's basically your tank itself. So I'll tell you what, we'll do the pros. Oh no, wait there, we're not doing the pros and cons. We're going to do a little bit of a build for you. So I'll tell you what, have a look at this. So let's stick a build in the AQUA Master. Now I was going to stick some of the alien coils that came with it from Nature Vapes, but a good mate of mine called Biscuit Vapes, he's from Doncaster, he sent me some Clapton, so I'm going to stick them instead. I have got my wonderful Mr. Coily tool. Simon's a good mate of mine. We do a show on a Monday night called the Late Vape Show. Make sure you check it out on the Vape UK network, 10 while 12. He's a good lad, Simon. Yeah, so I'm going to use my Mr. Coily tool. And if I remember rightly, I think it was 4.5, I think. There we go. If I just show you. There we go. We'll get it into, so there we go. 4.5. So, let's cut these legs. So, we've cut the legs. We've got everything near enough in place. We're just going to give it a little bit of a tighten up now. Stuck it on the Puma mod. Let's load these babies up. So let's get this wicked. We are using the Firebolt Cotton by Vapefly. This was sent as well by Nature Vapes. Big shout out, Mark. And it's the ones with the little shoelaces on the end. Makes it so simple to go through. So I'll tell you what, let's get it wicked up, eh? There we go, and we're going to use some Blaz, some Mango Blaz. There we go, if you can see it, it's in focus. Stick a little bit of that on there. Right, let's go fill this baby up. The AQUA Master RTA, let's break this baby down and do some pros and cons. We'll go for a con first. The 810 drip tip looks really nice, but it's a little bit thin. So when you sort of like putting it in your mouth, you're taking half the tank in there as well. So I would have liked to seen another drip tip actually put in the packaging itself. Obviously it is interchangeable, so if you've got your own, you can actually put it on there. Let's go for a pro. I love the filling mechanism. It's a top fill. Very simple to use. You've got two ginormous kidney wells in there for your filling, so you're not going to get any airlocks. Another pro, it comes with a 2.5mm glass and also comes separately with a 4mm glass. I know TPD, but with the 4mm glass, you're not having to fill it all the time, so a big pro for me. Let's go on to the deck itself. It is a dual post deck, and the coils do share the actual post itself. Can be a little bit fiddly, but if you use your coily tool and chop the legs down to the actual size, then it makes it a little bit simpler. Very simple wicking. Either side, you don't need loads of wicking there, so just watch what you put in there, not too much. Don't overpack it. Now the airflow. I love the airflow on this. Let's talk about that little centre pin first. I wouldn't use it myself, but if you do use it and you open it up, make sure you take the pin completely out, because I can see it like working its way out and you're going to swallow it. Not very good. But for me, I would tell you just leave it alone as it is, because it made no difference to me when I used it. I love the new idea of it. Like I said, it pushes up, the piston pushes up the two circular discs that you've got with the 3 prongs when he wants to shut it off. So that completely shuts that deck off. And then when you open it up and it comes back down, that's letting your airflow come up. And that's where I think where the 3 prongs come in, where it's obviously going to move the air around, and that's going straight up onto your coils. I did show you the chimney. It's really well domed, and you're going to get some corking flavour out of this, and you are. Clouds and flavour from this is absolutely fantastic. We'll get onto that in a minute. Yeah, but I do like the airflow. And it's something different. A big thumbs up to Footoon for this. It's a little bit different. And it works. I feel it works. Really good airflow on it. Easy to adjust as well. But the clouds and the flavour are for days. The flavour has got to be one of the top flavours I've had. The FP was a really good flavour. And this is as well. Really good flavour from it. Clouds for days. I'm on 70 watts. Really do like it. So all in all, I love this little tank. It's a 24mm tank, an RTA, and for it, it's absolutely fantastic. You've got great clouds, great flavour. I love that Footoon have come up with something a little bit different, because you know yourself, it seems that everything that's coming out is the same sort of thing. But they've come up with something a little bit different. So big thumbs up to Footoon. Also a big thumbs up to Nature Vapes. Mark, thank you very much for sending this out for review. All the details for Footoon will be down in the descriptions, and also for Nature Vapes as well. If you've liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe button's just in the corner. Give it a little press and get me to that new magic number. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And there's one last thing to say, people. Keep them juices flowing.